Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel here. It's early morning here. We're waiting for Mario. Yeah, he's coming back with the Subaru again. I believe we're gonna finally do the valve cover gasket today. We're gonna try to attempt to replace that. But first we're gonna head out to Pick and Pull. He needs a couple things from there. So I'll catch you when he gets here. Hey guys, well, we're back from the Pick and Pull at the garage here. Just getting a vehicle to cool down. Nice boxer, twin turbo 2-stage. Gonna let it cool it down before we start working on the gasket, so we'll be back. Alright, so the intake comes off. So while we do this, we gotta have the good old Drummond, eh? Gotta have a beer time. But it looks like we're moving off to the intake here. So make sure you remove your clips, make sure you remove your hoses, because your whole intake is gonna have to come off. Put your hoses aside. Remember, this is a 2001 Subaru Legacy B4 RSK. Alright guys, so coming out right now, it's your air intake box. Okay guys, so then you remove the 12mm bolt right there. So there's also a clip on the side. This is your clip with my fingers there. Okay, that's gonna have to clip out in order to remove the box. Get it? There's another bolt way down there. You're probably not gonna be able to see on the camera unless I move some of these hoses here. It's hard to see, but anyway, it's just in that corner. By the way, you gotta have a homemade lamp. That was the best I could do, but it works. And that's how she comes off. Gotta wiggle around because you gotta get this tube out of the box, because this is all connected, so that means you will have to wiggle with that. But here you go, we're getting closer guys. Okay guys, so now we have a good look here what needs to be done. So here Mario, what do we gotta do?
Well, first of all, you gotta take off these bolts. There should be 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and then there's gonna be another 10mm right here, so these are 10, 10, 10. Those are both 10, all the bottom ones are 10. These are 12, so you gotta take out your coils first. So do this, 12, 12, and then have us just slowly try to pull it out. Don't force it out because you might break it. This clip also, they're very fragile, so be careful. Just pull it out slowly. So 12mm, and then the rest are 10mm. And then just the valve cover, you gotta take this off, the breather hose. And then this should all just slowly, with a flat head, just slowly pry it off, and it should slowly pop off.
Okay, perfect. So we'll try to record it while we do that so you get a better idea, but thanks Mario for okay, so you just loosen them. There you go. Alright, coming out. It's a pretty long bolt, but once you get it loose, she just slides out. Okay, then you loosen up the lower bolts and then get it out by hand once you loosen them enough.
Good. So what you want to do is you want to mark the one that's in the front of the engine, or if you want to mark the one that's near the firewall, you can do that one too, but just remember where they go, because it makes a big difference where you put these back, otherwise your engine won't run properly. So what I did is just mark normally you can tell because this one's black, the clip right here. The clip that connects them is black near the firewall, and the front one is white. You can remember that, but if you guys forget, the easiest thing to do is just put a piece of tape over it so you know which one's the front if you really don't want to pay attention. And when you take out the bolts, you don't have to take them out all the way. You can take them out as much as that, and then they just pop out because there's a thread inside of here. So you just loosen them enough just to get them out of the block or out of the valve cover head. And then they're enough to just pull out like that. And then same thing with this one. It takes a little bit more fidgeting, but it comes out. But this one is black here, a little plastic. The one near the front of the car is white. If you do not have that, the easiest thing to do is just mark it, so you know which one's the front. And this guy should just pop off without breaking, very gently, and then you pop it back in right after. And what you want to do is just put those up here, just out of your way. Don't pull on them too hard, you could break them. And while you're here, you might as well change the spark plugs because they are the easiest to change right now. Otherwise, they become a big pain in the butt if you choose to do them later. They're only like $5 each, so I recommend you do them right now. Alright guys, so once you've taken these ones off, you can take those ones off with just a regular ratchet. You can just get it in there, no problem. The 12 mils, you might actually have to do those, you might have to do a little squeezing in. The smallest one you have probably work best. The bottom ones, you can get a ratchet in these two. This one is kind of challenging, so what I recommend is either just do a regular 10 mil wrench. If you have access to one of these, where it bends 90 degrees like that, those are actually a huge lifesaver because they spin out so much nicer. You don't have to sit there and twist it or whatever. They're actually really great. If you don't have access to it, you just have to take a little bit longer with the regular wrench. You got to take it off and move it over and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the way you can get it here. There's Jacob dropping his lamp. That's kind of the way you can get it here if you don't have a ratchet that's small enough to get in there. But these ones you can get a ratchet in there, and then you just have to get your hand in there and keep spinning them out. Unless you have a tool small enough to squish it out. Today I didn't bring mine, so we have to do it by hand.
Okay, and then you just gotta pull it off. Flathead screwdriver, the best thing to probably do. Pull it off. There you go, she comes right off.
You put a pan underneath on that.
Okay guys, so that's how it looks like once you take the valve cover gasket off.
Alright, so what you want to do, take all the crap off, take the old gasket off, because as you can tell, like this one is still not bad, but it's starting to get hard, so it's time to replace it. If you have a pick tool, which I do, I have a dentist pick tool. These guys are really good for reaching in here because they're really thin. And these guys are really hard, so see how easy they are to snap. Like, you won't be able to do that with the other one as easy, but they're very hard. They should not be that hard. Here's the new ones. The new ones are very rubbery, like they are not as hard as the other one. Like, they're very, very soft. So what you want to do normally is, if it sits like this, normally what I would do is just put the gray silicone around here, like the valve cover sealer. So around here, like where it's supposed to be seeping. Like, you could do it all the way here, but it's going to be a nightmare for the next guy who does it. So it's up to you. Also, if your kit came with this gasket, take these three 10 mils off, pop this off, change the gasket, put it back on. Ours came with that, so we're going to change that as well.
Alright guys, so like Mario said, it's a good thing to do your spark plugs at the same time. So there you go, you just use your spark plug tool and you loosen them up. There you go, she comes out. Spin her.
Ready? Go.
And there's two of them, one on this side, one on the other side. Take them out, change them up. That spark plug is not so good. You can tell it's old, so change it out with the new one. That's the best way to do it. So yeah, you guys just gonna place your gasket in there nice and tight, but always want to clean it before you put the gasket in, right? So wipe it in nice and good. Yeah, you put your new gasket in. Make sure it sits nice and tight in there, so doesn't leak later. So we're gonna take those off. You want to clean it all up, lubricate all those. We're using a brake cleaner to clean off the cover.
We already changed this one here.
We changed all the gasket, even the one right here. Now we are ready to put the valve cover gasket back on, nice and clean. New gasket, all the new gaskets here. Alright. We changed the spark plugs, so we are ready.
Clean the exhaust.
Yeah, clean the exhaust. Use the brake cleaner to clean that off. It's pretty easy to get back in. So just wiggle around, align your bolts.
You want to do the first top 3?
You do the first top 3 there. If you didn't hear, Mario said that. Just so she holds on nice and tight. Right guys, so once you touch your bolts, now remember, hand tight. Don't use power tools or you might break one of the bolts, which wouldn't be too good. We have one more to go in the middle there, but other than that, we are good to go, guys. Okay guys, so we're ready to put the spark plugs back in coils. Okay, so the black one goes in the back, the white one goes in the front.
It's supposed to be like that.
Okay, then you use your socket to tighten it. Put your clip back on. Just make sure you don't tighten it too tight. Just hand tight, that's good enough. Clean it off again. All the excess oil. So very last thing, before you put it back all together, make sure you check for leaks and make sure she runs. So hey guys, and basically that's how you do your valve cover gasket on a 2001 Subaru Legacy B4 RSK. So just how you took your intake out, you're gonna put it back in. Just follow the steps in reverse order. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the like button, and don't forget to follow Mario K on his channel as well. Thanks for watching. Till the next time. It's motherfucker big time.